Coming up on the Relebogile Mabotja Podcast, boy, you're in denial. Boy, you're able. Yes, Mr. In Denial is in the building. Where has he been? What is he up to? Where can we see him next? And what happened to the red mic? Have we found it? Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Relebogile Mabotja Podcast. I try to bring you interesting people to talk about interesting things. Comment down below who you'd like to see on the show. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be first to find out when we drop an episode. Now, today is no different in terms of bringing you interesting people. This person I have known for so long, and I continue to admire their work and listen to their music. And if you look at the color of my lips and the color of this, then you know who it is.
Wow.
Mr. Donald, In Denial, Over the Moon.
Wow. Did you guys change the color for me?
Yes.
Tell the truth.
I swear. We changed the color for you. And when I told the team, I said I'm going to do red lips for Donald, they said, we already planned the red background. I said, we're within.
That is so crazy.
Because we knew you weren't bringing the mic. So
Absolutely
it was only
not.
right.
Also, I don't have the mic.
Is the mic gone?
It's been gone for like 3-4 years now.
Where is
it?
it?
Stolen. Dude, this was like national news. This was in the news and everything.
They stole your mic?
Yeah, I even went on radio to like speak about it.
What do
I
you
was on
mean?
Touch's show.
To talk about the mic?
About the mic.
At a gig?
No.
Where was it stolen?
It was stolen at my apartment, actually. So we were going through the hectic load shedding time.
Yes,
Remember that situation? And I think there was a time when it was complete blackout for like 2 days.
Yes.
And yeah, someone just, got themselves inside the parking. I don't know if they knew what they were looking for, but they broke into my car. So I used to do this thing where I leave my mic case,
Yes.
in the boot. So someone broke into the boot and then took the case and just left.
Did they take anything else?
No, that was the only thing that they took.
It's a rival singer.
But come on. Why would anyone do such a thing? That's such a mean thing to do.
Okay, so let me ask you, why
Also,
would they...
I don't think I've got like beefs with other singers.
But other singers got beefs with you?
Well,
I mean, that's all
crazy.
they stole.
Yes, that's all they took.
No shoes, no clothes, they stole your
It was
mic.
devastating. I know it's very, so crazy. It was more entertaining for a lot of people because I could see how people are reacting to it. It was entertainment. But to me, you know what that mic meant to me.
I know what it meant to you, but also I think maybe what people aren't aware of is there's rituals before you get on stage and perform.
Yeah.
When that forms part of your ritual, you're getting yourself into a certain zone, you're getting that muscle memory going.
And then you get the mic and it's red and you feel like, oh my gosh, I am this guy. You understand? Because that's what it represents for me. It's something that I edit into my whole thing to really give me the purpose and for me to really understand the level that I'm operating at. I'm Mr. Red Mic. I mean, imagine like right now, believe it or not, after all these years I've been in the industry, people call me more Mr. Red Mic than they do Mr.
In Denial.
Deserve in Denial. Yeah. So it has taken a life of its own.
But I think, and I have to just expose you. Né?
Wow.
Guys, when I met this man, he was scrawny and tiny.
Wow.
Right?
Are we doing this?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Living in Rustenburg, sharing an apartment with someone I know.
I see you.
And I came over for a braai. I was brought over by a mutual friend, Percy.
Yeah.
And
you've got such a great memory. That's ridiculous.
I remember it so clear. And I remember coming in being like, what kind of braai is this where there are no salads? Like, akuna nix.
That's so crazy.
So I started just opening cupboards
Yeah.
and making salads, and you had your keyboard in the room. And at some point, because you were quite shy,
Yeah, I was.
and you were like locking yourself away,
Yep.
we spoke a bit. You're like, yeah, you know, I write music and da da.
So you
da,
saw
da.
this really scrawny guy.
Yes, but I'm always drawn to people who have instruments. That's why I
Yeah.
was talking to you,
Yeah.
like, and I will never forget. And then fast forward to you coming to Afro Cafe when I was producing.
Yes.
And you had your whole thing together, and I said, this just goes to show you can create yourself into whoever you want to be.
110%. 110%.
The muzzles,
Like,
the red mic, the big SUV.
that's so
Bona.
crazy. What are the cars? What are they?
I remember everything. And just so you guys know, nah, don't be fooled by the genre of music that Donald was doing. This man is exceptionally musical.
Yeah.
Exceptionally.
Yeah, yeah.
From the writing to, I mean, very clever chord
production.
progression, the production, even for you to do your live DVD record. Oh, Gen Z's, a DVD was like a CD, ne? But the movie is on the CD.
visual
Then you,
of it.
the visual, and then you put it in. Now we're digital.
Yeah.
But back then, I just remember thinking, that's the same person.
Yeah. The same guy you met, the same scrawny guy you met in Rustenburg, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. I think you know, speaking about that, it's actually quite personal for me because, you know, I came a long way just as a young man, you know. It didn't even start from when you met me. When I was still in primary school, I was such a shy kid, very scared of the world because I was bullied like no other. I was probably the most bullied kid in my grade at the time. So can you imagine, like, having this bullied, you know, young boy coming into Joburg and having to, like, now take on the world and how difficult that can be, let alone coming into the entertainment industry. I mean, the entertainment industry is not a joke, you know. But I can tell you now, man, I'm so grateful for the journey because now I knew that like, you can never write anyone off. I saw it with myself, you know, because believe it or not, people that went to school with me, most people didn't think I'd amount to a lot. Mostly because people also felt like they thought that I was a pushover. Because when I was bullied as a child, I wouldn't fight back. You know, I would kind of let it happen. But I'm realizing later in hindsight that even me not like fighting back was actually quite a thing because I then internalized a lot and I worked a lot on this. You know, my mental muscle worked over time and that really made me strong. And then football.
Football as well.
Football added a totally different, the testosterone came in, you know, because that with soccer, ask anyone that's ever played football here, that will take you from being a boy to being a man. It's one of the most demanding sports to ever do, especially if you're doing it at the highest level.
Yeah.
You know, and I got there. So just listening to that story is a little bit emotional because I'm then looking at myself and I'm looking at the journey of how I've come as a human being.
Also, I hope it reminds you that many people observe and they remember. I mean, I will never forget. I even remember exactly what that little flat townhouse setup looked like. Like from the driving in to the coming in, you had your keyboard not on a stand, it was like on a table or a desk.
This was a person's place, no? It was probably a person's place.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yes. And I just, the reason that I was so moved and inspired is because for someone like myself who came into the industry doing multiple things, you stuck to the one thing and that's what you were doing. You built it. Like I saw you another time, suddenly I'm like, how? When did you get buff? You even look like you got taller. And then I was like, how?
What happened?
Was that like intentional in your mind that you said, okay, cool, because I'm trying to build myself here, this is what I'm going to do for myself?
Well, I mean, first of all, let me correct. It wasn't just the one thing. Initially, it was actually football and music.
Yes.
Yeah, football was also a dream. I was very close. I played for Wits University under 19 for 6 months, and then I trialed with Jomo Cosmos. I played for Jomo Cosmos for like a year and a half, under 19, right? So that was like the highest level I got to, and that's where like the dream feels real, because even at the under 19 training, you get to meet some of the professional guys, the guys that are playing for the first team. You meet Jomo himself, and you can actually see the thing happening. But at the exact same time, the music thing was like something that in my head was like, yo, but you know, you could be a professional musician, right? Because I think at the time I had already like also given up on the academics. I was like, you know, I didn't enjoy it. So I knew that I was either going to be a professional footballer or I was going to be a musician. But I then met Malaika, you know, they took me under their wing. It's a long story. I don't know if you want to hear it, but you know, that's how I actually got to decide which direction I'm going to take. That, okay.
So you left the soccer because
I
a lot
left
of...
the soccer. No, soccer didn't leave me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an injury or something.
No. I left because I met Malaika at Carlton Center. And, you know, Jabundaba, the late, you know, one part of Malaika, the legendary group Malaika. We met and, you know, I don't know what it was, but he was so drawn to me. And he told me that I was a superstar. He was probably one of the very first people in the industry to tell me that I'm a superstar in the making. And then I must forget about anything else that I'm doing, that I need to focus on music. It played a lot in my psyche. You know, the things he used to say, like the way he believed in me so much, that man. And I had to make a decision after the end of the season, the under-19 season, that I'm not going to pursue this football thing. Because the music thing feels a little bit more spiritual. Yes, so it wasn't about that, okay, I'm going to have a job, I'm going to make money, I'm going to be famous. It felt like if I had decided to go a different direction, I was one day going to be 45 years old, looking back and having the biggest regret of my life of not pursuing music. Because music always felt like was the superpower. I always felt like I was like a superhuman when I was on stage performing. This is probably the only time I felt that way.
I think also, I mean, I recently saw this video, which I guess burnt a fire under my ass. And and we'll talk about that as well. And the person basically said, sometimes what looks like depression, anxiety, and they listed all these things, is your creative gifts not being given out because they're sitting unreleased, whether it's paint, whatever it is. And the way this woman explained this to say, when you've been given a gift and you don't put it out, it doesn't necessarily mean get famous. That's why you get sick. Your body crumbles in sickness because it was designed to have creative outlets. And remember, once it comes out, it's almost like opening the dam wall. Now the water flows. So it has nowhere to go, hence you get sick. And when I saw, I was like...
That is so, like what you're saying right now is scary for me to even hear, because, it makes me a bit emotional. Because it's crazy. That's generally how I feel when I see people who are sitting on their gift. It worries me. Like, I worry on their behalf. Like, it makes me so uncomfortable. I don't know who gave me the wisdom to even feel that way at 18 years old, to say to myself, if I don't pursue this, I'm probably going to have the most painful life. Because I'm going to look back and I'm going to... Listen, there is... I don't know, maybe there's other feelings that are way more harder to deal with, but for me, regret is the worst one. You know, especially if you are the one, you are self-giving and you're saying, yo, I regret doing this thing. Like, why did I... Not if someone is like, yo, you shouldn't have done that.
Yes.
When you're the one looking at yourself and thinking, oh my gosh, why did I do that, or why did I not do that? So I had that moment. I actually went to the back of the building at Cosmos after the last game of the season, and I cried. I cried. I just bawled out for like 1 hour, and I was all on my own. None of the gents saw me, because we play football. We don't cry. We cry if we maybe winning the season, But we men. So I had to have my own moment, because I knew I wasn't coming back to pursue that, and I knew that I was starting a brand new journey, and I also learned about myself very early that if I decide to go for something, I go 110%. I find it very difficult to like juggle a lot of different things. I have to focus on one thing and be the best that I could ever be in that thing.
One of the things, and I mean, this is one of the persons who was that fire under my ass. Every time this man saw me, he said, when are you releasing music? What are you doing? He always for
accountability.
Years. Always for years and years and years. And I'll never forget you for doing that, because I also believe, Jorge, our guiding angels speak to us through people.
Yeah.
And you have been consistent. You never once said, but it must be good, you just said, just do it.
Just do it.
You said, just do it.
Also, because every time I speak to you about music, I can see. Come on, man. The thing is, you see, music, I am music. So anyone that has a gift of music, immediately when I meet you and you're musically gifted, I know. And I know at what level. Like, music is who I am. I literally live, breathe this thing. So every time when you speak about music, dude, like, you get so, like, your whole face lights up. So I know the level of love you have for this thing. And that's one of the things that I always, like, when young people come to me and ask me, Grootmanie, what is it that we...
You're at Grootman State
Trust me. I'm a Grootman, Uncle, that's where I'm at. When the kids come to me and say, Grootman, what is it that I can do? I really want to make it, I want to be like you, Boss Java, I stress the love for the art more than I stress anything else about, do this, social media, hey, you must know this person, da-da-da. You can do all those things. But if the love for the art is lacking, you're going to have a problem down the line. This is it's a very emotional journey to take this journey, and you've got to know what is it that you're getting yourself into. It's got to be a labor of love. Yes, it's business. Yes, we have to make money, but if you don't love it enough, you're not going to make it, not in this industry.
And I think there is something else you said to me. The one time when we were shooting Afro-Cafe still at Red Pepper in Linden.
Yeah.
We were standing outside on the streets. For what reason, I don't remember.
I also don't remember.
You said to me, you see, this thing is hard. You're scared. You're scared. You're hiding behind the cameras.
That sounds like me.
You said that. You said, you're hiding behind the cameras. You must come on the other side. You're scared. And I was scared. Because I was already sucked in the trap of bulls.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm also glad that the timing is right now for me is because I would have taken a different direction and listened to different people if I was not paying for it myself. And if it was, you understand what I mean? I would have been like, okay, cool, what's going to tick the radio boxes? What's going to sell? Now it's like, what's on my heart? That's how I wrote. Own time, not somebody, a record label being like, sorry, that's off, that's not a single.
And I also think
I'd be devastated.
I also think that's just not in your personality.
Which part?
Take orders from record labels. It wouldn't work. But actually, I'm just glad that you waited for a time where you could be fully independent and do things at your own time. Because you see that world is also really, really difficult. You have to make certain sacrifices. And you kind of sometimes also have to, like, make yourself small a little bit. You know what I mean? To, like, allow other people to take over, and it's a tough one, because, or else if you're not that type of a person that can allow that, you end up having a tug of war with the executives all the time. And some artists, their careers have ended because they had issues with the label. You know what I mean? So, but now, the time is different now. We live in a totally different time. By the way, do you know that I was one of the first artists to be independent in the South African music?
Really?
Yes, dude. I was signing licensing.
So this was after you were with Cleo?
Yeah. So
yes.
Cleo was my first solo contract.
Yeah.
Which I would say introduced me to the industry. It didn't break me as well as we thought it would. Because at the time, Cleo was breaking artists. If you were signed under Wheel of Steel Productions, you were becoming a superstar.
Yes.
So I thought that was going to happen with me, and it didn't. It really didn't. Like, it was like a young intro nyan, right? But when I left Cleo, I remember actually making the call to him to ask for my clearance. And I said to him, Ish Morena, Ish, you know,
Morena.
we call each other that.
Oh.
Yeah, we call each other that. You know, Morena, Ish. So, Ish, I've been thinking, you know, I think we tried for the past 2-3 years, and it doesn't look like it's really working out. But I've done my homework. This is what I said to him, you know, pitching, because I didn't want any issues. I didn't want him to say, you're not going anywhere. I was like, you know, I've done my research, you know, I've done my homework, and I think I can do this myself. I think I know exactly what is it that I want. Like, I can see the vision for myself. So please allow me to take on this journey by myself, the way I kind of see it. And, you know, he was so understanding, so supportive. He just became that older brother that I needed, you know. He gave me my clearance, and then I started the Exclusive Sounds immediately. So I was one of the few artists who understood that maybe, and just maybe, the future of music is ownership. So I started my label in 2011. I got my clearance in 2011. I started my label in 2011. And I recorded my first song under my label, and that song was called I Deserve. Look at how life works, right?
Yeah.
I record my first songs, I Deserve. That becomes the song that truly introduces me to the country. And then a few months later, I get a call from Universal Music, and they want to sign me. I go to Universal, and then they say, Ish, my brother, we heard your song has been doing well in the streets. We want to give you a contract. What do you say? I'm like, no, cool. I'm okay. I don't want no artist contract. Whatever contract you guys are giving me, it's either going to be a JV or a licensing deal. So we opted for a licensing deal. I was one of the first artists to sign licensing deals back then. Yeah. Everyone is signing licensing deals now. But I knew and understood that the great thing about licensing is that you're just licensing your work for a certain period of time. Yeah. When the time elapsed, everything goes back to you. So that's why I'm saying I was one of the first artists in this country. And I signed that in 2012.
When you say that you had a clear vision for yourself, I'm so curious, because there was a time when you were working with artists like Zonke, and the time I met you, I never imagined up-tempo dance anything for you. It was, in my mind, always soul.
Soul, yes. It was always Afro soul.
Yes. Yeah. So what was it that said, you know what, I'm going to try it like this? Which, at the same time, musically, I know that it's a tempo switch and a groove that you go from. Yes. It's the same, you know.
At the time, it did feel like I needed to make a compromise. I wanted this thing so bad, I was willing to make a compromise.
And the compromise was not do your first genre?
Not do my first genre, my first love, which was always Afro soul or R&B.
Yes.
Yeah, that was always really who Donald was. I mean, at some point, I never used to sing in Venek, and I used to sing in English only, you know. But I knew that coming into the entertainment industry and becoming a recording artist is a totally different conversation. At the time, house music was at its peak. We were talking Zakes Bantwini. We were talking Mikasa. They were brand new at the time. We were talking Liquid Deep were at the peak.
Yeah, and they're back together.
Hey, man, welcome back. So for me, at that time, I knew that, you know what? My best bet to really crack this thing, especially if I want to crack it right now, I need to go into this house music thing, you know. But for some reason, I was really nervous. I didn't know what it's going to sound like, you know, because the conversation of, yo, let's try the house music started with Cleo. It actually started while I was still at I think, but we just hadn't gone into the studio to create and come up with those type of songs. So as soon as I got my clearance, I was like, you know what, I need to try. And I met a really talented guy by the name of Chris J, who is a producer from Ghana, actually. But he's been in South Africa for so long. And he had a studio in Braamfontein. So I asked him, dog, I think you're really amazing, because I had heard a couple of beats from him. You're really amazing. If you don't mind, can I please visit you as often as possible so that we can just create? You know, I also didn't know where it was going to go. I remember we made Over the Moon, we made I Deserve together, and Your Joy, and the rest of the other songs, right?
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily know that I was onto something, to be quite honest.
So there wasn't a feeling in studio where you're like, it's a hit.
So that
you know, and the friend, because the entourage is like, that's the one, yes, that's the one.
You know what's crazy about that?
What?
There was no entourage.
I knew it.
It was just
the two of you going,
just me and him. Yeah, because also, it's at the time in my life where I feel like even the people around me don't really believe this thing will ever work.
Oh, firstly, can we just clock it for, which one is?
I think this is
This one is clocked.
Yeah.
This is applause. I could be wrong, guys. I'm 40.
Dude, like,
okay.
yo, these young things. Yeah. Anyway.
So, because I think we also see how the studio setup can be that, but songwriting can actually be so personal and intimate that I do believe it was just the two of you.
It was just the two of us. Dude, the craziest thing. We recorded those songs. I think The Love I Know I Deserve was the second last song I recorded. So I had recorded like 8 songs, and then I recorded I Deserve. I Deserve was a bit of a tricky one, you know. I don't even know the story, but I'm going to try and fast forward the story.
Yes, tell me.
I had a car accident. I was coming from a club in Rosebank called, I think it was Kong at the time. A friend of mine, Lou Clay. Remember Lou Clay?
Lou Clay. The name sounds familiar.
The actor, he was on Generations at some point.
Oh, yes.
He was on Big Brother.
Yes.
So Big Brother made him this big star.
Oh my gosh,
Lou Clay.
I remember.
Exactly.
Yes, okay.
So we were friends with Lou Clay. I had met him in the industry.
Yes.
And we just kind of liked each other. He was such a dope guy, man, you know. And he after Big Brother, he invited me to Kong for his birthday celebration. You know, he was king of Africa. You know, he was famous. Everybody knew who he was because he caused serious havoc in that house. You know, I went to Rosebank. You know, I was driving my first car. You know, Corsa Nyana that my mom helped me buy at the time. And I was thinking, yo, this music thing is actually not really working out for me. This is immediately after I got my clearance from Clio. I did have doubts. You know, I didn't know where I was gonna go. And then I stayed in the club for like an hour, and then I drove out. I told him, because I don't even drink and stuff, so it's like I can't really stay in the club for too long. So I drove out, and I was on Oxford Road, driving back to Auckland Park. And for some reason, I lost control of the car. The car I was driving at like 60, 70 at most.
Only sober.
Sober as a judge. Lost control of the car. I hit a wall of some other house there, and I really thought I was gone. I thought I was dead. Like, it was one of the most scariest moments of my life. I got out of it. I realized I was fine, but I was really shaken. Some lady stopped on the side of the road, came through, helped me, took me to. There's actually a hospital. If you think of Oxford from Rosebank, going to
that clinic, the Rosebank Hospital.
No.
Not that one.
No, from Rosebank when you're now closer to Braam. There's a hospital there.
Yes.
I forgot the name of the hospital. I don't know, is it Park Lane or...
I think it's Park Lane or it's Brenthurst, one of the two.
One of the two, yeah. So the lady took me to the hospital because I thought maybe I might have like maybe bleeding, like in what bleeding, and then I called my girlfriend at the time, you know, who was very much like my best friend. It was someone I was spending a lot of time with at the time, and she answered the phone. Actually, no, she didn't answer the phone. She called me back on my 5 a.m. because I had this car accident around 2:30. I called her around my 4. She called me back at 5. And then I said to her, yo, I'm in this hospital. I thought I was dead. Like, you know, I was exaggerating. You know. She stayed in the Val. She was from the Val. And I said to her, I'm here at the hospital, baby. I'm so scared. I'm so rattled, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, so what time are you going to get here? You know, because in my mind,
it's the natural thing that's going to happen.
That's going to happen between people who say are in love. And she said, ish, babe, ish. I don't think I'm going to come.
How? Why?
She couldn't explain. And that's when I knew. I was like, oh my gosh, no. Absolutely not. I'm not the guy. Like, I'm all about loyalty. Like, it was like a red, like a clean ding. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's not loyal. There's absolutely no way, we're not going anywhere. So in my head, after that conversation, it was over. Because I'm like, I just had a car accident.
You were dying in a hospital bed. Basically. I mean...
And you're telling me you can't come, you're like 35 minutes away. You can't come and see
Did she
your
have
man.
a car?
No, she didn't have a car, but there was a car in the house.
So she could have
She
come.
could actually have come, yes. I knew that she could come. So I knew it was over. Fast forward 2 weeks later, I'm back at home. I've been kind of recovering. I stayed in the house. I never actually got out for 2 weeks. A friend of mine that also stayed in Auckland Park, who was a very casual producer. So he used to just produce beats for fun. You know, he was a rich guy, a rich kid. He said, I'm gonna come through. You've been sitting in the house for so long. Come through, tole fresh air. You know, I'm cooking here. I'm listening to some music. I get to his place. This guy's playing beats that he has made. And one of these beats is this deep house beat with this beautiful bass. And it's... And then there's like this guitar melody that goes in... And I'm like, yo, bro, what is this? Because for some reason, imagine, I'm not a house fan at all at the time. But I'm hearing this and I'm like, yo, but this is evoking some emotion out of me.
The house ancestors came.
Like, I didn't understand what was happening, you know? And then he's like, yo, dog, you like this? I'm like, yeah, dog, this is dope. He's like, yeah, no, that's just me, you know, I was just playing around. I'm like, what? This is really, because it sounded like it was produced by, you know, Dennis Farrar, those guys, those big house guys, you know? And then I started composing right there. While he's cooking, he's in the kitchen, I'm outside, you know, I'm in the corridor of the flat, and I kid you not, the first line that came to me was, the love I know I deserve.
Oh, because of that.
Because I knew, I was like, there's absolutely no way I can be loved this way. I know how I should be loved.
And then just like that, you had a hit.
It. I had a hit. The following day, I went to Chris J in Bramfontein. I put it down. The verses started just coming. It just became a thing that just flowed. And we had the song. And I just knew, man. I was like, okay, I think something's going to happen. I don't know what it is, but something's going to happen. Fast forward, 2 days later, Simpiwe Majola calls me. He says to me, Donald, because I had met him through, like, at a Metro FM event. He took a liking to my talent. You know, Cleo. By the way, these are all people that I met through Cleo.
Yeah.
While I was signed to him, he says to me, "Hey, listen, I'm going to go see the people at Metro. Do you have something that I can take with? Just, you know, I'll just leave it there with them. If they listen to it, they listen. If they don't, they don't. Because at this time I'm not signed."
Yeah.
And I said, no, of course, I've got something. Actually, just dropped. I just recorded this new song. I had a lot of other songs, but it was something about this one.
It was the anger.
Yeah, it was the anger. It was the anger of the situation from the Val. Banyana bako Val. Val Hans.
Yes.
So I took the CD. I gave it to Simpiwe. Simpiwe left the CD with the compiler at Metro.
Yeah.
I kid you not, that exact same day, that song was playing in the drive time radio show. Yep. No label, nothing. The song was playing on Metro. And then
it wasn't even registered.
Listen, nothing. They knew me because of Cleo.
Yes.
But obviously it was the first time they were hearing this side of me.
Yes.
So they playing the song, and I'm calling him like, bro, how the hell are they playing this song? Like, literally, they just got the song today. He's like, no, I guess they love it. Because he also didn't know that they were going to play it.
Yeah.
They played again the following day and the day after. Like, literally 3 days in succession. I was like, oh no, it's over. I've made it. Like, I knew. I was like, this is it. But do you know how long it took? 2 months in, that song was playing on the radio, and I had already started giving out CDs, like singles. So I would take a little bit of money that I have and make CDs. Yes, and then I would give it to guys, like especially guys who are driving like sound and everything. I would just stop at the like
give it for free. You're not even selling.
No.
That's so clever.
I give it to them for free. Like especially guys that had sound in their cars. Give them free. So the song started to kind of move around. I went to Rustenburg, gave some CDs to my brother, and he started also taking them around. After 2.5 months, the song was in the streets. Still people didn't know who I was. They knew there's a song called The Love I Deserve playing on the radio by a guy called Donald. But they actually thought that I was Donald from like Europe. Or
some other Donald, not you.
Yes, because also the sound.
Yes.
It was such a European sound. Until that same year, I met up with Stula at an event in Sandton. Stula had met me also through Cleo. And then he asked me, yo, what are you busy with? And I said, nah, I actually have a song that's like out there. I don't know like if people know it. I think people know it because it's also on Metro.
Yes.
Because listen, I can't gauge how popular this song is. And then he said, oh, really? You've got a song that's out there. How does it go? Can you sing me like a line? We're in a club. He says, sing it. And I went to his ear. And I said,
in a loud club. And do they still, because I don't go to clubs, do you still have to put your finger over the person's ear so they can hear you?
Yes, because
so you went.
Yeah. I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that.
You went and sang The Love I Know.
I sang him The Love I Know Deserve in the ear.
And what did
Let me tell you something, Relebogile. That moment is the moment that changed my whole life. I honestly don't think we would be here right now if it wasn't for that moment. Because you know what that man did? He went nuts. He was like, bro, that is your song. I know that song. I'm like, yeah, that's my song. He's like, okay, sharp. Let's look at the calendar. It's December now. We are opening the first episode of Live M. The new season of Live M in the new year will be on the 29th of January, 2012. You are going to be the guest on that day. I'm like, what?
And Live M was the place you go.
It was Bonang Mateba. He's like, you are going to be the first guest of the new year. I was like, there's absolutely no way this is happening. I waited, ne? Listen, that was the longest December of my life. Because I couldn't wait for Jan.
Can you imagine?
Because I knew.
Were you doing push-ups, practicing?
I was rehearsing every day. I was praying to God. I was like, this is my moment. Please, God, don't let this man change his mind. That's why it's Jula, dude. Like, I can't forget. And that's why I'm so... You see, like, giving someone an opportunity or just seeing someone plays such a huge role in their future. Like, I don't take that for granted at all. This guy gave me a chance. And because I was a nobody, I was not from any record label. I was not from Atama Fukati's label or Cleo's label or
any of the big four.
I wasn't from Galawa Chase Me. I wasn't from Sony. I wasn't from nowhere. I was just a guy with a talent. And he said, come through. I did that interview. My whole life changed. Because after that one interview, I got a call from Nolene the next week. And then I did 3 Talk. I did 3 Talk and Live Amp a week apart. Everything changed.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
And just so you guys know, he sings live. Like live.
Oh yeah, we do this.
Our era is live.
No, we do this. So you know what I'm actually doing, speaking about that, right now, because I mentor quite a lot of talented kids that are coming into the industry. Listen, I'm here. I'm like, listen, as long as you're still singing on top of your vocals or you're miming, you're playing games, we're bringing this live singing back. I want to hear live vocals.
Yeah.
I don't care. Even if your recorded vocals are there, I still want to hear you.
Yeah.
You know, because now the new artists are so scared of their own voice. The mic is here. Or they're like here, they've got this thing where you don't get to feel their live vocals, and I'm like, nonsense. Trust me. Ask. So right now I'm working with Mawelele, who is probably the hottest young R&B kid right now in the industry, and trust me, he's having a tough time because I'm on his ass.
Which I think you should be, and I mean, I look back at Afro Cafe era, where I just remember fighting with artists about like, please don't play anything from a laptop. Can we have a live
experience, a full-on?
And things have changed and evolved
a lot.
At your, I would say, peak of charting music, gigging, and everything. Did it feel like what you thought it would feel like, or was it anxiety or possibly depression? Because sometimes the way things look are not what they are behind the scenes.
All of the above. Yeah. So the one side, obviously, having to discover this industry and the dynamics and the people in it and the politics and you know, there were things that I really was not fond of. So I had to find a way to kind of learn how to navigate, right? But then there were things, every time when I had to step out and be on the stage and do my thing, was always bliss for me. There's never ever been a time when I wasn't enjoying myself. Because I think I learned very early on that performing is my therapy. That's really where I'm my most happiest, my most free. I'm really a superhero in that moment. So what I've actually have worked more on is how to amplify that even more. Like, I want to make sure every time when I step on that stage is the best time of my life. And that is probably the only reason why I'm still here, why I'm still on stage, why I'm still singing.
Can you guess who was talking about you to me, let's say a month and a half ago? Right in this very room.
I can't guess that.
It was actually so.
Because I would have said Cleo, but the Cleo thing just came out now, right?
No, it was not Cleo.
Oh, okay.
But I'll tell you this. So he said that he makes sure to include you as often as he can because the crowd loves you, and his people love you, and you are amazing. Can you guess?
Is he from South Africa?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's tough. I don't know, because I have a lot of people that have shown me so much love, man.
It's David Go.
Oh my... That's so crazy, man. Man, that's...
He was like, listen, Donald, we were having a chat about
that's
you.
That's my big brother, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my big brother, man. That's, hey, man, that's the guy that I go to when I'm really... when I really feel like I need someone to listen and not judge me. You know, he's really like my true mentor. You know, I've got a couple of mentors in my industry, but David Gao is the guy I call at 3 a.m. and he answers my call. And we've done so much together. I've been probably the only artist to feature at Blacks Only.
That's exactly what he
10
said.
times.
He said because the crowd you never disappoint. And for the anniversary, you are the man.
Yep. We did the anniversary, actually the 10 years at the Dome. We did that. I was supposed to come in and do this one for this weekend, but I'm at Makufe this coming week. So yeah, man, that's my brother, man. It makes me a little emotional talking about David, yeah.
Why do I feel like you're in your emotional era?
I am because, like, you know, when you grow older, there's a lot more. The eyes kind of turn around, and you're now you're looking at yourself a little bit more. So I'm having a lot of those moments, a lot of reflections, and you know, looking back in my life, you know, and wondering if I've done this correctly. You know, I'm in that era. You know, did I do things correctly? Am I where I want to be? You know, and I'm emotional because I'm more happier with my journey than I am disappointed.
Which is a good place to be.
I think I'm one of the most luckiest people in South African entertainment in our time. I really am. I've experienced everything. Literally every high you can ever imagine, I've experienced it.
And you pour into yourself, man. You invest in yourself. Yeah. There's so much I know that you've poured into yourself without the backing of, any major label or anything like that.
Yeah. Or corporate.
Or corporate, yes. What was it that actually kept you going, other than that thing of like, I just want to see myself on that stage, being a superhero, because it's hard and it's expensive.
It is.
It's expensive.
Yeah. The red mic experience, for me, I think, is the one thing that, I've spent so much money on my whole career, on so many different projects. But the red mic experience is significant because I don't know, can I curse in this show?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I love when people say, is it okay for me to curse?
Because, this is a very, prestigious... I had a moment with that show. Because we were at a time in our industry where brands didn't really believe in entertainment that much. It's not like what it is right now. People see brands are putting so much money on entertainers. It wasn't always like that. And you know this.
Yeah.
Me and my team, we fought so hard to get support and sponsorships for the show. We were selling tickets 7 months before the show. So we were early, and we tried and we failed. It didn't work, and I had some money saved and I was like, okay, so how much do I need? And they told me the number.
What's the number? And
I don't like talking about numbers.
No, I'll tell you why I want you to say the number, because it is absolutely huge what you did and what you put in.
Yeah.
Considering the time that it was.
Yeah.
When it was back then, and people can look at the product today and see where it went.
Yeah.
So it's not about, I'm not making Donald flex.
You are so like this one.
I'm not making him flex.
You're so convincing.
Because I want us to have a true appreciation of what it means to invest in yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
And believe in yourself that much.
So I'm not gonna say the exact number, but I will say it was a couple of millions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a couple.
US dollars. No, I'm joking.
I wish. So I took from my own what I had, the little that I had, and I poured the whole thing in the show. Because I looked at everything, I was like, am I gonna cancel the show? And I'm like, also like, the moment is now. My Usher, my 9701 moment is now.
Yes.
Because it was always that Usher DVD for me was always what I was chasing. Yeah. I was always chasing that moment. I was like, for me, because I always felt like if you don't have that moment in your career, you're really not it yet. You're not the shizness. You can't be mentioned in the same list as the greats. You gotta have a one night only live at whatever, And yeah, man, I took everything I had, I did that show, and I even got into more debt. Yes, ma'am.
Would you do it again?
I would do it exactly again. I wouldn't change a thing, and it was painful. It's hard, Money conversations are hard, But I came into this thing, man, knowing that it's not going to be easy. I think I did my homework really well, so I kind of also prepared myself for certain things. So I did that show. The best night of my life. The best night of my life. Carnival City was packed to the rafters, and everyone that was there to see me.
And you put on a show you are proud of.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, people can watch the show right now. It looks like it was shot last week. And shout out to also Robin Cole for helping me put that show together. Shout out to the team. We had 50-something odd people working that night, and that was, also looking at that, you're like, yo, that's all me. That's crazy. It's nuts.
Right.
It's nuts. I had a 15-piece band that night. We had a string section. I had 8 dancers. Somizi was my choreographer that night. I had I had Ricky Rake opening. He actually couldn't make it because he got a last-minute call to go to Italy, I think. So he couldn't make it. So I had Nak Music opening. I had Busisa opening. And who else opened? So about 3 artists that opened for me that night. And then I had the whole industry come in as surprise guests.
Yeah.
So it was an industry night. I mean, if you were not there, you missed out. I had everyone was there. Actors, you know, celebrities. Boite Kanya was there. Like I remember, Loot Love was there. Reason was there.
How did you convince them all to come? Like, how did you get them invested in the vision?
I mean, besides the guys who were part of the production, who I had to sell the show to them. I had to sell the moment because we actually worked on moments for the show. And that's how I also knew that I was in a different level. We were playing in a different level. There were sections in the show and there were certain moments that needed to be portrayed a certain way. There was a certain message behind it. And I mean, people like, because I had Euphonic, I had Black Motion, I had Prince KB, I had Heavy K in one section. These are A-list DJs. I mean, who right now we look at them, they're legendary, right? I had them all in my show as surprise moments. Nobody knew they were there. You literally saw, like literally there was spotlight in the corner there and then Black Motion. And then I would do a song with them. And then on the other side of the stage, the next you see, I Wajella, Prince KB out. And then you look on the other side, the Heavy K is coming with the thing. And then like it was a whole production, right? So guys, it was so easy for them to buy into that because it just felt like such a major moment. But for the people who came in as guests, I think they just really wanted to see how this whole thing comes together because they've watched me from I Deserve and all the way to that moment. I mean, it had been from 2012 to 2016. That was like 4 years and 4 years of Donald, really. I mean, I was all over the place, you know. So I'm so grateful to this day that the industry really opened their hearts for me and allowed me to have that moment because, man, I don't think there's a night that could ever mean more than that night.
What would you say? I mean, you've mentioned the part about mentoring, but where are you actually at today? Musically, emotionally, psychologically? Yeah. Because if a person's not paying attention, if they're not hearing your music out there, they're like, how?
Where is Donald?
Usaphila.
I know, but I understand the game and I know the dynamics. So where I am, let's start with musically. Where I am musically, I'm having the time of my life. So the pressure has gone all the way down. So I'm not trying to have the biggest hit on the radio. I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm literally looking at the industry and I'm like, oh my gosh, Mang, oh, I want to work with that one. Oh, these kids are so damn talented. Can we get into the studio and try something, you know? I'm trying so many different things with so many of these young talents and I'm having the time of my life. I'm literally making type of songs that I would never make when I came out. I mean, just the other day I recorded, I would say my first guitar song. Where it's just me and guitar. I've never recorded just me and the guitar before.
It sounds very naked.
Trust me, it's very naked. And it's beautiful. I've always wanted to have a song like that, and it's a beautiful love song, and it's in Zulu. Oh my gosh.
We're not Ratadi love song, wena?
No, but that also you haven't peeped it yet, ne?
No, I have peeped it. You've always been.
I am love,
but not like
I am
love like Diddy, ne?
No, I am love, like is in like what I stand for is this and nothing else. I can't write music about anything else, but like it always goes there, whether I like it or not. It always goes there, you know. I've had to make peace with it. I've had to make peace that I'm probably more of a doctor of that than I am someone that has to have that. Like I'm not seeking it anymore.
So it means that the space is there, but you're not forcing to fill it.
Absolutely not. I'm not. I'm just becoming the guy who's singing, who's a messenger.
Is it because of Valgel or just good dry in them Josie streets?
No, man.
There's this show called Married at First Sight.
Yeah, I've seen that show.
You should go
I've never
there.
watched the show. I've seen all the
clips
and the clips.
You should go there.
Absolutely not. Absolutely anything like that type of TV, you'll never see me in it.
Crazy, because I also would never put myself out there like
not.
that.
No, man. I love is so serious to me, man. It's very serious. I think I used to have these conversations with one of my exes back then, and I used to say these type of things, and I think she didn't understand what I was saying. Love is so important, and we live in a time, Relebogile, where love has literally been put as like an option at the bottom. So that's just one of the things I'm really not happy about, just in life. Like, it's the most disrespected thing that's out there is love. Like, people are saying I love you and they don't mean it. People would rather promote fighting against each other than to promote loving each other. Social media is all about, who's beefing with who. Yeah, like, this is an everyday thing, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, we live in a difficult time, and I'm not having a good time with that, because I am a true lover, and I think I have a really great understanding of the true definition of that, but I struggle to find it in its most purest form. So I've just stopped looking.
But are you alone and lonely, or are you alone and content and comfortable with
I'm
it?
alone and content and comfortable.
Yeah.
Very content.
Do you want to be a dad?
Who said I'm not? No, I'm just asking. It's a question.
Let me rephrase. Are you a father? Am I supposed to start calling you daddy?
Nothing. Dude, nothing. I'm saying nothing.
Okay, daddy.
But I think if I'm not, just listen to this, right? If I am, I'm the greatest father. Trust me. If I'm not, I'm gonna be.
Why is he speaking in code? I'm gonna say he is not. Please don't go into his DMs if you're rich.
Then
you better be serious about love. Better be serious about love. So there's something we do on the show.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm in my spiritual healing, growing, exploring era. Yeah, and just getting to fall in love with myself. So because I was doing this for myself, I decided to start doing it for my guests.
Okay, what is this?
You will see.
Okay.
Don't worry, are you worried?
No. I'm just seeing cards. I'm seeing cards. I'm like, hey?
Okay, you just tell me when to stop
Sorry, can I ask a question before you do that? Are you married?
What? Where did this come from?
It's a question.
According to Home Affairs or in real life?
What do you mean? What's the difference?
Well,
So
sometimes people get married, then they don't tell other people.
Okay.
They just do it quietly, and then,
So are you married, like, according to Home Affairs?
You'll tell me to stop when I'm done shuffling the cards. Huh? So I shuffle, and then...
Okay, stop. Anyway,
you're gonna choose that are so random.
I know.
Are you married?
Who knows? Maybe I'm trying to marry you.
You can't try to marry me if you're not gonna tell me if you have a child. Like, that's already a bad start.
No.
So choose a card, but don't look at it. Just whatever feels like is the card.
I must just...
No, you're gonna pull it and give it to me.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Is that one? Yeah? That's one.
Ooh! This is a nice one.
What is this?
So this question is for you.
Okay.
Are you getting enough rest to restore your energy and fully show up to your life?
Now, yes.
You are.
Yes, I am. Currently, yes.
You are the asset, the card says. This body is your vehicle. Notice how your body is feeling. How much sleep are you getting? And what you can do to help your body rest. So, I have homework for you.
Okay.
Today's soul action. Take a bath, put on some lavender essential oil, go to bed ridiculously early, or give yourself a time out and notice your body thanking you. That's your card for today. Why does that resonate? What does rest, or where does it come in the picture?
It's actually quite crazy. That's actually nuts. I met Zingumalo earlier on today. She's one of my favorite young artists in the industry. And the first thing I asked her was, are you getting enough sleep? That's literally the first thing I said to her when I saw her. And then she's like, ish, ngiyazama, you know. Like, please try, by all means. And I don't know why, but I was just so concerned because she is probably the most busiest artist right now. And I know what that's like, you know. And I went through a time when I was probably the most busiest artist in this country, and I didn't sleep enough. And I had moments, you know, where I felt like I was about to crash.
Yeah.
Like literally crash. I think I was even diagnosed with anxiety while I was on holiday in the US, believe it or not, because of the not getting enough rest and not being able to have these quiet moments and the lavender, baths and you know. So this resonates to me a lot because I look at my life now and I'm like, damn man, like I'm in such great shape after all these years because it was something that was always on my mind, that you know what, I don't care how hectic this industry is, how many opportunities are out there to run for, I really cannot forget my body. I have to do everything in my power to at least find the balance, you know. And that's why I'm always in the gym. I'm always in the gym. Like no matter what happens, whether, it doesn't matter, I'm gonna make a plan. I'm going to make a plan. I'm gonna do push-ups. I'm gonna do 30 minutes, you know, but I'm gonna do something, you know.
Yeah.
Because I think I learned really early about that thing, about the body being that temple. So yeah, that resonates to me, like seriously. Because I've seen people crash and get sick and you can even die.
You are somebody that I will love forever and ever. You will have the utmost respect from me. Just with your craft, how you've grown, how you've evolved, some of the amazing things you've done and achieved.
Yeah.
An hour on this show would never be enough time for us to fully talk and catch up.
Yeah.
And I just thank you, man, for coming through. Please keep mentoring the young folks.
Yeah.
We need as many traditionalists as musicians as possible, especially with our vocalists, with taking care of their voices, taking care of themselves.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait for you to be back because you're going to be announcing something soon.
Yes, I am.
Tell us.
I am.
Because you're here now.
For the first, actually, this is the first time I'm announcing this on any platform. But yeah, 2026, we are celebrating 10 years of the Red Mic experience. And yeah, man, we're doing it again. We're doing the show again, the one-man show. The Red Mic itself is making a return.
Yes.
Because I haven't performed with my Red Mic in like 4 years. Yeah, so it's making its return. There's gonna be like a young thing. You'll see the thing. And yeah, I'm dropping a new album. I'm going on tour. And yeah, there's just quite a lot. And actually, most importantly, I think probably the biggest announcement I'm making, I will be launching a brand new show on YouTube. Yes, ma'am. And it's called On the Red Mic.
Yes.
And it's going to be a platform where I literally handpick some of the most talented, untapped, undiscovered talent, bringing them onto the stage to come and perform on the Red Mic.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
You go and share this Red Mic.
That's
Do you see why I can't marry you sharing the Red Mic? That Red Mic just supposed to be for one woman. Just for one woman. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, so I'm about to launch the show. Yeah, that's what I've been working on, and I think, oh man, I cannot wait. I can't wait. Like, it's such an emotional and such a passion project for me. I'm so excited I'm doing it, and I can't wait for the kids, man. I can't wait to see. Because listen, I discover a brand new talented young singer on TikTok every day. And
please tell everybody, because it will sound like a lie if I say this. What did I say before we started rolling?
You said that I'm probably that guy that's in like these kids' DMs telling them, hey, I'm here for you, whatever you need. I can mentor you, and trust me, you are correct. Totally correct. I'm literally in these DMs because also I'm worried. I worry, man. I know this industry. I know it.
Will eat you
difficult.
alive.
Yeah.
Donald, thank you so much.
Thanks
I'm
so much for
excited. I can't wait to see all of my face is sore from smiling because I'm just so happy to see you and just to see what a great space you're in.
Yeah.
Guys, don't go into his DMs looking for love, okay?
Please
Not
don't
because
do it.
I'm there.
Oh, please
but
don't
just
do that.
because don't be ratchet
my
about it. Donald is gonna be back. He said it here first, 2026.
Yes, ma'am.
We will make sure we show up there at Carnival City. Thank you so much for tuning into the Relebogile Mabotja Podcast. For all of you that keep asking me about the cards, because they show up. I have different decks of cards, but I will be releasing my own cards. So comment down below. Yes, I'll be releasing my own soul cards because it's becoming my
I don't know
thing.
if I can trust these cards. The Relebogile Mabotja cards.
Comment
I'm glad
down
I'm here
below.
now.
If you want a deck of cards, I'm no longer going to tell you where I get mine because you have to get mine. But let me know if it's something you're keen on, like on the reels. Tell me if it's something you'll be keen on because I think it's becoming my thing. I can plug you or I can develop my own cards with the relevant people in my life.
That's
right?
amazing. Can I just say this also?
Yes.
Before you say goodbye.
Yes.
Relebogile, you are absolutely amazing. You really are absolutely amazing. I've been in these moments with you so many times. You've interviewed me so many times. And every single time has been a moment I can't forget. You know, you are a great human being. You are consistent. You are probably one of the most talented broadcasters out there. Everyone needs to put, respect on your name. They actually need to stop with the disrespect because you are not to be disrespected. And I just wanted to say that. I don't know if I'm ever going to get the opportunity to say this again, so I wanted to say this on camera. You're absolutely amazing. You are exactly who you think you are.
I'm just having allergies. It's not tears or anything. There's something, pollen, other flowers. Thank you. You know I get emotional because we come from so far back. Guys, thank you. Thank you for watching. Keep subscribing. Notification bell. Questions for Donald down below. I'll make sure he answers and let us know who else you want to see on the pod. #Relebogile Pod. Follow us on the socials at Relebogile Pod. Till next time.